This collection is big, it's bold, it's electrifying, and Las Vegas is the perfect place to be hosting an event of this caliber and historical importance.
This is truly an opportunity for collectors across the world to buy a piece of history.
This kind of material just doesn't come to the market. It's incredibly rare.
In a lot of ways, the story of this collection is the story of Picasso.
We couldn't be more excited to be partnering this October with MGM Resorts on a very unique and special sale of Picassos from the MGM Resorts Collection. It must have been such an extraordinary experience for people to come to the Picasso restaurant and be able to sit and have dinner amongst this compendium of works from Picasso's entire lifetime.
The Picasso restaurant is such a fixture of the Bellagio, and these paintings and ceramics are so well known by guests. So they have their own iconic stature within Las Vegas lore.
Ranging from 1917 to 1969, these 11 works really give an encyclopedic view of Picasso's work and the diversity of his output over the course of his career. One of the highlights of the Picasso sale is Picasso's Femme au béret rouge-orange, this magnetic portrait of Marie-Thérèse Walter from 1938. This is in fact one of the last portraits that Picasso did of Marie-Thérèse. In 1935, Picasso met Dora Maar and had concurrent relationships with Marie-Thérèse and Dora, which right around this time, Dora eclipses Marie-Thérèse almost permanently in Picasso's portraiture. But here, for almost the very last time, he really celebrates Marie-Thérèse's sinuous, curvilinear, romantic features. The palette is quite signature Marie-Thérèse. You have the yellow, which he often used with her body, and then you have the purple in the collar, which is a permutation of a lavender that he very often used in his portraits of her. It's really exciting to have these two wartime still lifes in this collection of works. He's painting these works during the Nazi occupation of Paris. And so, by virtue of the occupation, he's working indoors. He had to transform his vocabulary and really look to the quotidian again for meaning. He's fragmenting the subject again using a really dramatic and dynamic compositional design. It feels explosive.
Certainly the two most looming pillars of this collection are the two late oils, Buste d'Homme and Homme et Enfant. These are both painted in 1969, at the sort of height of his late career. Homme et Enfant is almost 80 inches tall. Nothing of this scale has really been on the market, save for maybe 5 or 6 examples in the last 30 years. The last painting of a comparable size, a Mousquetaire à la Pipe, sold for over $30 million, tripling its low estimate. There's this aura to Homme et Enfant that's absolutely incredible when you're standing in front of it. It envelops you. You feel like you can walk right into it. And you see every brushstroke, you see the action behind his painting. Buste d'Homme is well over 50 inches in scale, and here you see Picasso referencing old masters like Velázquez. There's this clear connection to the Musketeer, and that was a very, very important subject for Picasso. For him, the Musketeer was a superhero. They look, frankly, like they were painted yesterday. It's amazing not only how perfectly preserved these paintings were, but they have this incredible freshness and immediacy that you really only get from 1960s Picasso, when he's working with such incredible confidence and is able to work in a way that's totally uninhibited. In 1917, you have the Pierrot, and this is an exquisite example of Picasso as a draftsman. This is unique within these 11 works, showing him not as somebody who was a master of his own style, but was a master of academic drawing, as good as anyone in the world. And then on the other side, you have this work on paper, which is done also with ink, but also gouache, in 1967. He's working with a lot of different media. He's kind of daubing gouache and watercolor and getting this very deep, very complex surface to be innovative and to experiment.
The true highlight amongst the ceramic works in this group is a work that Picasso made in 1962 based on Manet's Déjeuner sur l'herbe. This painting was created 100 years prior, and it was truly revolutionary at the time. in part because it was so two-dimensional. Here we're looking at an object that, while its surface is rather flat, Picasso has incised into it and painted on top of it and created a real dimensionality. It's both a sculpture and it's a painting. Picasso, in 1946, goes to a town called Valoris in the south of France. This was a location where Picasso truly reinvented himself. We have a vase, we have a tile, and we have these small floor tiles that would have been used throughout France at the time. And Picasso takes each of these basic prefabricated forms and reinvents it through a little bit of remodeling and some incising and also coloration. Most of these works, they come from his estate and only entered the market years after he died.
This is an opportunity in a small capsule to really learn so much about Picasso.
Engaging with this collection, interfacing with it, experiencing it, seeing it in person, reading about it is a fabulous introduction to Picasso as an artist and to his market.
I think what's so exciting about this group is that we see examples of Picasso's genius from every major period in his career. We see history playing out over a century in Europe through this artwork. And it's all been selected to hang together in this public space in Las Vegas.
This collection is big, it's bold, it's electrifying, and Las Vegas is the perfect place to be hosting an event of this caliber and historical importance.
This is truly an opportunity for collectors across the world to buy a piece of history.
This kind of material just doesn't come to the market. It's incredibly rare.
In a lot of ways, the story of this collection is the story of Picasso.
We couldn't be more excited to be partnering this October with MGM Resorts on a very unique and special sale of Picassos from the MGM Resorts Collection. It must have been such an extraordinary experience for people to come to the Picasso restaurant and be able to sit and have dinner amongst this compendium of works from Picasso's entire lifetime.
The Picasso restaurant is such a fixture of the Bellagio, and these paintings and ceramics are so well known by guests. So they have their own iconic stature within Las Vegas lore.
Ranging from 1917 to 1969, these 11 works really give an encyclopedic view of Picasso's work and the diversity of his output over the course of his career. One of the highlights of the Picasso sale is Picasso's Femme, béret, rouge-orange, this magnetic portrait of Marie-Thérèse Walter from 1938. This is in fact one of the last portraits that Picasso did of Marie-Thérèse. In 1935, Picasso met Dora Maar and had concurrent relationships with Marie-Thérèse and Dora, which right around this time, Dora eclipses Marie-Thérèse almost permanently in Picasso's portraiture. But here, for almost the very last time, he really celebrates Marie-Thérèse's sinuous, curvilinear, romantic features. The palette is quite signature Marie-Thérèse. You have the yellow, which he often used with her body, and then you have the purple in the collar, which is a permutation of a lavender that he very often used in his portraits of her. It's really exciting to have these two wartime still lifes in this collection of works. He's painting these works during the Nazi occupation of Paris. And so, by virtue of the occupation, he's working indoors. He had to transform his vocabulary and really look to the quotidian again for meaning. He's fragmenting the subject again using a really dramatic and dynamic compositional design. It feels explosive.
Certainly the two most looming pillars of this collection are the two late oils, Buste d'Homme and Homme et Enfant. These are both painted in 1969, at the sort of height of his late career. Homme et Enfant is almost 80 inches tall. Nothing of this scale has really been on the market, save for maybe 5 or 6 examples in the last 30 years. The last painting of a comparable size, a Mousquetaire à la Pipe, sold for over $30 million, tripling its low estimate. There's this aura to Homme et Enfant that's absolutely incredible when you're standing in front of it. It envelops you, you feel like you can walk right into it, and you see every brushstroke, you see the action behind his painting. Buste d'Homme is well over 50 inches in scale, and here you see Picasso referencing old masters like Velázquez. There's this clear connection to the Musketeer, and that was a very, very important subject for Picasso. For him, the Musketeer was a superhero. They look, frankly, like they were painted yesterday. It's amazing not only how perfectly preserved these paintings were, but they have this incredible freshness and immediacy that you really only get from 1960s Picasso, when he's working with such incredible confidence and is able to work in a way that's totally uninhibited. In 1917, you have the Pierrot, and this is an exquisite example of Picasso as a draftsman. This is unique within these 11 works, showing him not as somebody who was a master of his own style, but was a master of academic drawing, as good as anyone in the world. And then on the other side, you have this work on paper, which is done also with ink, but also gouache, in 1967. He's working with a lot of different media. He's kind of daubing gouache and watercolor and getting this very deep, very complex surface to be innovative and to experiment.
The true highlight amongst the ceramic works in this group is a work that Picasso made in 1962 based on Manet's Déjeuner sur l'herbe. This painting was created 100 years prior, and it was truly revolutionary at the time. in part because it was so two-dimensional. Here we're looking at an object that, while its surface is rather flat, Picasso has incised into it and painted on top of it and created a real dimensionality. It's both a sculpture and it's a painting. Picasso, in 1946, goes to a town called Valoris in the south of France. This was a location where Picasso truly reinvented himself. We have a vase, we have a tile, and we have these small floor tiles that would have been used throughout France at the time. And Picasso takes each of these basic prefabricated forms and reinvents it through a little bit of remodeling and some incising and also coloration. Most of these works, they come from his estate and only entered the market years after he died.
This is an opportunity in a small capsule to really learn so much about Picasso.
Engaging with this collection, interfacing with it, experiencing it, seeing it in person, reading about it is a fabulous introduction to Picasso as an artist and to his market.
I think what's so exciting about this group is that we see examples of Picasso's genius from every major period in his career. We see history playing out over a century in Europe through this artwork. And it's all been selected to hang together in this public space in Las Vegas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very, very warm welcome from Sotheby's. My name is Oliver Barker, and I'm coming to you this evening from the spectacular setting of the Bellagio Resort and Casino, right in the heart of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. Tonight's sale marks a very special occasion. For the very first time, we've taken our storied New York sales room on the road and recreated the evening sale experience here in Las Vegas for this unique auction celebrating Pablo Picasso, which also happens to coincide with the artist's 140th birthday, just 2 days on from now, on the 25th of October. Tonight's auction, Picasso, Masterworks from the MGM Resorts Fine Art Collection, brings together a remarkable group of 11 works by the iconic artist spanning his entire career and showcasing the many media he explored across more than 6 decades of creative genius. As the name implies, each of these works are hitting the auction block from the renowned MGM Resorts Fine Art Collection, where they have remained for the last 20 years. The auction comes as MGM Resorts reshapes its public fine art portfolio, deepening its focus on diversity and inclusion. As part of this weekend celebrating art, luxury and culture, tomorrow we will present a special auction, Icons of Excellence and Haute Luxury, which will take place at MGM's Aria just down the strip. The sale is dedicated to the finest luxury objects spanning watches, jewelry, automobiles, handbags, sneakers and much, much more. Just before we get into tonight's Picasso auction, a few housekeeping notes. As your auctioneer, I may open the bidding on any lot by placing a bid on behalf of the seller. I may further bid on behalf of the seller up to the amount of the reserve by placing responsive or consecutive bids for a lot. As noted, condition 1 of the conditions of sale, everything is sold under the terms of guarantee and on an as-is basis. Further, as noted in condition 11 of the conditions of sale, you are responsible for estate and local taxes where applicable, unless you're exempt from these by law. Buyer's premium and overhead premium will be added to the hammer price of each lot to be offered, and applicable sales tax is paid on the aggregate of these 3 figures as part of the total purchase price payable. Please note the buyer's premium rate is as follows. 25% of the successful bid price up to and including $400,000, 20% on the amount above $400,000 and up to and including $4 million, and 13.9% on any amount in excess of $4 million. The overhead premium fee will be charged at 1% of the hammer price. The hammer price, buyer's premium, and overhead premium sales exclude applicable taxes. For those who are intending to bid, please note the following. There is a guarantee on each of the lots in tonight's sale, and there is an irrevocable bids on the following lot numbers. That's 3, 8, and 9. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, we can begin with lot number 1, the first of the ceramics. The Fenêtre de l'Atelier de la Californie is a scene from Picasso's studio at the Californie, the artist's home in Cannes, overlooking the sea, which is painted on wonderful ceramic tile and relates to a suite of paintings on the subject from the same period. It's showing here on my left, ably above all of my colleagues. It's so great to be with all of you here in Las Vegas. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start here at $10,000. At $10,000, $20,000 now, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, at $40,000, $50,000 in the room, at $50,000, $60,000 ahead of me now, at $60,000. Any more at $60,000? Say 70, sir, at 60,000, 70,000, I'll take 80,000 I have already in the book with me. At 80,000, 90,000 is my bid. You say one more, sir. I have 100 already ahead of you here, Julian. Take 10. 110,000. Clears my bid at $110,000 here, with Julian Dawes, head of the Impressionist Modern Art Department in North America, at $110,000. Here it is with Julian at 110. 120, your bid, sir, with a paddle, 120. 125, sir, give me 30, please. 130 is bid in the room, sir. Thank you very much indeed. It's 130 here. 130,000, 135 in a new place. Thank you, sir. 135 now, give me 40. 140,000 is bid. It's against you now, sir. $140,000. Say 5. At $140,000. 145 again, thank you, sir. 150 now against you. At $150,000. And looking for 5, sir. At $150,000. It's in a new place now. It's on my right to $155,000. It's the 3 of you in the room here. $160,000. Take you here on the aisle, sir. $160,000. Gentlemen seated now. 160. Say 5. At $160,000. Straight ahead of me here. 160. 165,000, 170,000, he's back at $170,000. Thank you very much, sir. 170. And I'll take 5 from you, sir, this time. At $170,000. 170. At $170,000. Against you here, sir. At 170. Gentlemen seated, it's your bid, so I see you clearly. 170,000, against you in the middle as well, so you want to come in again? At 170,000, it's against you here, sir. Say one more. At 170,000, it's against you on the telephones, Julian, and on this side. The hammer's coming up on the first lot at 170,000, this historic auction. It's your bid, sir. Anybody else? And selling, fair warning, at $170,000. Thank you, sir. It's yours. Congratulations. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you so much. And we'll get your paddle number. If one of our bid spotters could please get the paddle number, that'd be terrific. Thank you very much indeed. And we're going to move on, ladies and gentlemen, to lot number 2. Next, of course, this is the Aiguille Visage, a prime example of the ways in which Picasso explored different ceramic techniques in the post-war period, playing with and experimenting with paint and engraving the clay surface in a variety of different ways. Delighted to have this ceramic here, of course, showing up here. In fact, it's delightful to have all of the works that we're selling this evening with us in the room. A great rarity for us to have everything here. And I'm going to start the bidding here at only $10,000, $10,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 now, $30,000, any more, $30,000 now, $30,000, $40,000 is your bid, sir, $40,000. At $40,000, $50,000, thank you, Brooke. And welcome at $50,000. Give me 60, sir, it's $50,000. 60,000, it's ahead of you there, 70,000, 75,000, it's with my commission bid at 75,000 against the pair of you. 80,000 is Ben's bidder here at 80,000, clears my book at $80,000. Want a bid? At $80,000, at $80,000, still with Ben at $80,000. Anyone else? $80,000. 85,000. He's back again at 85,000. Gentleman there, seated. Thank you, sir. At 85,000. 90,000 is bid. At 90,000 on this side with Gregoire Billot. 95,000. You heard it. It's here at $95,000. It's with Benjamin Dollar, Chairman of Americas at Sotheby's. 100,000. Thank you, Gregoire, Chairman of Contemporary Art at Sotheby's. At 100,000. 105,000. Thank you. It's against you both again. It's in the room. 110 is bid. Give me 15. 15, sir. 120. 120 now. At $120,000. 125. Thank you, sir. At $125,000. Gentlemen seated again at $125,000. 130,000. 135. At $135,000. Against you, Gregoire. It's in the room again at 135. 140,000 is bid now. 140. Say 5, sir. 145,000. It's back with the gentleman again. It's in the room here at the Bellagio at $145,000. 150,000 is bid now. 155,000. Thank you, sir. At 155. Not yours, Greg, this time, but 155. 160,000 now. 175. I took it here at 175. Ahead of you, Brooke. Here at $175,000. Thank you, sir. At what? $200,000. Want to try 20, sir? I'll take 10 then from you, sir. You've been so loyal, been a great supporter. At $200,000. Give you 10. At 200,000. Enjoy the champagne. I'll come back to you, sir. At $200,000. There it is. At $200,000. On my right-hand side. And against you, Greg, here. At $200,000. It's Brooke Lampley's bidder at $200,000. Brooke, Chairman and Worldwide Head of Sales, Global Fine Arts here. At $210,000. Thank you very much indeed, Greg. At 210. 20 is going to be next. 225. Thank you. With Brooke again at $225,000. Here it is. With Brooke Lampley at $225,000. You coming in, Alejandra? Sure. At $225,000. $230,000 now. 230. At $230,000. $240,000 here. Thank you, Brooke. At $240,000 now. And against the room this time. Feel free to come in anytime you like. $240,000. It's an interactive event at $240,000. He's got the trick. I want the rest of you to get it as well. I will take it from you, Gregoire, at $245,000. Here at $245,000. Give me 50. At $245,000. Still with Gregoire. At $250,000. Thank you, Brooke. At $250 now.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Gregoire, what have we got? At $250,000. Here on this side. With Brooke still at $250,000. Against you in the room. Are you out, sir? At $250,000 and selling. Fair warning, sir. Last chance at $250,000. Thank you anyway. And you, Brooke. It's yours at $250,000. Thank you very much indeed. That's panel number 34. Congratulations, Brooke. Thank you very much indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, we move on to the Tête d'Homme. Lot number 3, a powerfully expressive portrait constructed from loosely applied strokes of gouache and ink wash, which Picasso created in the summer of 1967 during an intense period of focus on works on paper. This extraordinary work, showing on my right, of course, here it is, signed Picasso and dated the 3rd of August 1967. Wonderful thing, great, great scale. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $1,150,000, at $1,150,000, $1,250,000, $1,250,000, $1,350,000, at $1,350,000, $1,450,000. It's your bid, Julian, at $1,450,000, at $1,450,000. Julian Dawes, $1,550,000. It's your bid, sir, up front here, $1,550,000. Give me $1,650,000. 1 million, would you say sixer? Yes? 1,600,000. It's a new place in the room at 1,600,000. 1,700,000 is against you now. At 1,700,000. 1,800,000, you heard it here. At 1,800,000. Give me 9, sir. At $1,800,000 with Brooke at 1,800,000. It's against the pair of you at 1,800,000. It's against you, Julian, here too at 1,800,000. All 4 of you at $1,800,000. Say 9, sir. At 1,800,000. Looking to you as well, sir. At 1,800,000. Still with Brooke at 1,800,000 on this side. I'll let you think. 1,800,000. At 1,800,000. Say 9. On this side, for this wonderful gouache, this great sheet of paper, at 1,800,000. There it is, with Brooke Lampley at 1,800,000. And against you, sir, at 1,800,000. I'll take 50 from you. At 1,800,000. And the same for you, sir. At 1,800,000. It's Brooke's bidder. It's against the rest of you. I'm going to sell it here. Fair warning. You out, sir? At 1,800,000. Thank you, anyway. And selling. It's here. I'll wait for you, Greg, though, of course. At 1,800,000. 1,850,000. At 1,850,000. Still with Gregoire at 1,850,000. Looking for 1,900,000 now. Let's try 9. We've come a long way. Physically and literally, at 1,850,000. You out? At 1,850,000. Thank you anyway, Brooke. Thank you very much. He wants to take it home. And selling, fair warning, at $1,850,000. Thank you very much indeed. It's paddle number 24. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gregoire. Congratulations. And lot number 4. The last of the sales works, the ceramic works by Pablo Picasso. Moving on, of course, Le Déjeuner sur l'herbe, another of Picasso's experiments of painting on ceramic, with a work inspired by Manet's phenomenal 19th century masterpiece of the same name, and the only unique ceramic produced at this scale in the influential subject which captures Picasso's attention in the early 1960s. Of course, here it is, looking absolutely radiant, as it did also in the pre-sale exhibition. A wonderful work here. Showing on my left. Do you want to do this for me? We're starting the lot now, ladies and gentlemen, at $100,000, at $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 is bid already at $500,000, $600,000, thank you, $600,000, there's $700,000, I heard in the room at $700,000, $800,000 is my bid at $800,000, any more at $800,000, still with a commission bid at $800,000, say 9 at $800,000, $900,000 is yours, Julia, for now at $900,000, you bidding, madam, at $900,000. At $900,000, $1 million. Thank you very much indeed in the room at $1 million there. Here in the room at $1 million here. And going on at 1 million, 1,100,000 is back with Alejandro, $1,100,000. Thank you here, 1,000,001. Give me 2, please. At 1,100,000 on this side. Alejandro Rossetti's bid, Senior Vice President, Business Development in Miami at 1,100,000. Here it is, and against you, sir, in the room at 1,000,001. Say 2. At $1,100,000 now. At 1,1. At 1,100,000, not yours, at $1,100,000. At 1,100,000, 1,200,000. Thank you, sir, 1,200,000. Against you now, Alejandro. It's the gentleman's bid at 1,2. 1,250,000. Give me 3, sir. 1,300,000. At 1,300,000 now. At 1,300,000. It's in the room again at 1,300,000. Thank you, sir. It's your bid now at 1,300,000. Gentlemen seated here in the room here. At the Bellagio again, the MGM Bellagio. It's your bid, sir, for now. This wonderful work, the very last chance these works are going to be seen together. There's another bid over here, 1,350,000. It's all in the room now, 1,350,000. Give me 4, sir. 1,400,000. It's back with you again. Flip-flopping between the sides of the room. Thank you very much. 1,400,000. Gentlemen seated there. Give me 5. At 1,400,000 on this side. 1,400,000. Want to say 50? At 1,400,000, it's your bid, sir. At 1,400,000, it's against you on the telephones here. Alejandro was saying one more. At $1,400,000. $1,450,000. It's against you, sir, this time. $1,500,000. Thank you very much. $1,500,000. Gentleman seated here again at $1,500,000. On this side, my right, at $1,500,000. And against you further back at $1,500,000. Gentleman here at 1.5. You bidding up front? No? At $1,500,000. Just checking. At $1,500,000. Do you want to come in again, sir? $1,500,000. At $1,500,000. It's the gentleman on this side. Thank you for your patience, sir. $1,500,000. And against you there at 1.5, and against you on this side. Alejandro, are we out? Sure. At $1,500,000. Fair warning to you, sir. It's selling on this side. Are you out? At $1,500,000. I think he's thinking about this one. Give me 50. At $1,500,000, very last chance. No problem. Take your time. At 1.5. Still with the gentleman here. Thank you, sir, for your patience. Coming in again. $1,550,000 is bid. $1,550,000. You give me 6, sir. $1,600,000. Thank you very much indeed. At $1,600,000 now. $1,600,000. Alejandro, give me 650, please. At $1,600,000. Gentleman seated here. We offered you a glass of champagne, sir. Or maybe something stronger. At $1,600,000. There it is, at 1.6. Want to say 50? It's with the gentleman seated here at $1,600,000. I'm going to sell it. Fair warning. At $1,600,000. Say 50. Here it is, 1.6 million on this side. 1,650,000. Try 7, sir. It's here on this side at 1,650,000. It's with Alejandro Rossetti on this side of the room at $1,650,000 here. And against you, sir. Try 7. At 1,650,000. It's pretty good. And rare. At 1,650,000. Here it is, sir. Hammer's coming up at 1,650,000. You out, sir? Fair warning now. And selling on this side, last chance, for 1,650,000. 1,700,000. Thank you. Just in time, sir. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for coming at 1,700,000. That was getting pretty dramatic, Alejandro. At 1,700,000. Here it is. Gentleman's bid again at 1,700,000. Gives you a chance, sir. Want to come in again at 50? At 1,700,000. It's in the room, and it's against you, sir, and it's against you, Alejandro. I'm going to have to hurry you here. At $1,700,000. I want to sell it now. Fair warning now. At 1.7. Alejandro, what do they say? Si or no? At 1,700,000. Give me 5. Thank you very much indeed. At $1,750,000 here. 1,750,000. Can you try and keep it a little shorter now this time, sir? Not sure we can bear the suspense any longer. At 1,750,000. It's here with Alejandro. Want to say 8, sir? At $1,750,000. Are we selling it this time? This great rare object, the Déjeuner sur l'herbe, it's here on my left, the picture and the bid, and selling with Alejandro on the telephone against you. Last chance, sir. Last chance. The hammer is coming down this time for 1,750,000. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Alejandro. Battle 23. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed. And we move on. I'm so sorry, I made a mistake. There is one more ceramic for your delectation, showing on my right, another chance. The Tête d'Homme Barbu, a wonderful example of both of Picasso's ingenious creativity and the playful sense of humor that characterizes his work in ceramic. The work was created from ordinary French red brick earthenware, a floor tile, in fact, known as a tomette, showcasing the artist's range in the medium. Here it is, painted, of course, on both sides, hopefully ably shown on the screens as well, but both sides, the visage. And of course, Claude Picasso has confirmed the authenticity of the work. It was created in 1956, and I want to start here with some interest at $20,000, at $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 now, $40,000, $50,000, thank you, $60,000, my bid at $60,000. $100,000, I'll give you that one, $100,000 now. It clears my bid, so $100,000. Thank you, David, at $100,000. You're bidding here, $100,000. With David Schrader, $100,000 here. On my far right, David Schrader, head of private sales at Sotheby's at $100,000. $110,000 is bid now with Gregoire at $110,000. And looking for 20 from you, David, please, at $110,000. Say 20. 120 is bid in the room. Thank you very much indeed. So it's your bid at $120,000. And there could be interest online as well. It's against you. It's here in the Bellagio. 130 is bid now. It clears both of your bids at 130. Give me 40, sir. You want to bid? 140. Thank you. And against you online as well at 140,000. Gentlemen seated here at the Bellagio. You bidding, sir, in the middle? At 140,000. No? At 140. Say 50. At $140,000. 140. At 140,000. Have you here, sir? It's your bid, sir, at $140,000. 150 now. It's a new bid online at SOTHEBY'S.com. The alternate way of bidding at $150,000. And against you, sir, now, $150,000. It's against the pair of you. It's against you, Gregoire, and you, sir, at 150, and looking for 60 from you. Say 60. Here at 150,000. It's with the online bidder at $150,000. 160,000. Thank you, sir. 160 now. It's back with the gentleman in the room there at $160,000. It's against you online. It's against you, Gregoire. It's here, again at the Bellagio, $160,000. Gentleman seated here at 160. At 160,000, you want to bid? At 160? 175,000 now. Thank you, David. At $175,000. 180 now. So on the two telephone banks here, 180,000. It's Gregoire Billot's bidder this time. Are you out, sir? At 180. Thank you anyway. $180,000. On my left here, 180,000. Still with you, Greg, at 180. David? At 185,000. 190,000. 190. Had enough? At 190,000, it's Gregoire's bidder and selling here. It's against the room. Fair warning. Brooke, are we coming in now? Nope. At 190, last chance, and selling. Gregoire, it's yours. Thank you. Panel number 15. Congratulations, sir. Thank you very much indeed. And now we arrive at one of the major works in the collection this evening, the Homme et Enfant, a monumental work standing at nearly 2 meters tall and painted with full sunbed gesture of brushstrokes that exemplify the power and complexity that defines Picasso's late work, showing here on the screens, of course, this extraordinary painting. Here it is on this side of the room. Thank you very much indeed. And I'm going to be starting the bidding here at $15 million, at $15 million, $16 million, $17 million now, $17 million, $18 million, at $18 million now, at $18 million, $18 million, $19 million now, at $19 million, $19 million. 20 million. It's been on my left-hand side here at $20 million. It's with you, Gregoire, at 20 million. And I can sell at $20 million here. On this side at $20 million. Thank you, Gregoire, at 20 million. Still with you, sir, at $20 million. There it is. With Gregoire Bill on this side at $20 million. Anybody else at $20 million? It's selling at $20 million on this side, my left, at $20 million. Gregoire, it's your bid at $20 million now. At $20 million now. It's against you on this side, Brooke. Do you want to bid? At $20 million, it's not yours, at $20 million. At $20 million. Give me a bid. At $20 million now. Say one more. At 20 million. It's extraordinary work, this great, great scale work, these wonderful hues of color, strident texture, fabulous image, at $20 million. At $20 million. Still with you, Gregoire, on this side. It's against the room if anybody wants to bid at this point at 20 million. Still here with Gregoire and looking to sell at $20 million. Thank you. At $20 million here. Now's the moment. At 20 million US dollars here. Are we coming in? 20 is against you now, Brooke. It's here on this side. It's with Gregoire Billot. It's on his telephone at $20 million. This side here at $20 million. Say one more. Let's try a bit. $20 million. Still with Gregoire. On this side. David, want a bid? Here. $20,500,000. Thank you, Brooke. At $20,500,000. At $20,500,000. Next bid's 21. Still on this side, ladies and gentlemen, at $20,500,000. With Brooke Lampley on this side of the room. At $20,500,000. Any more? Is that a late telephone bidder? 21 million. It's not too late. At 21 million. He's gone on at 21 million. Here it is. With Gregoire at 21 million. Say 5. At $21 million. There it is. It's Gregoire's bidder. On this side, Brooke, against you now at 21. I need 5 from you, please. Still at 21. With Gregoire. Let's try 5, please. One short step. At $21 million. This spectacular image. Looks extraordinary, the Picasso restaurant. There it is, $21 million on this side still, with Gregoire. And the next bid's going to be 5. We're going to have to sell it here at $21 million, Brooke. Are we out? Still with Gregoire. Fair warning now to you. The hammer's going to come up here at $21 million here. It's showing on my left-hand side. It's with Gregoire. The first of the large-scale paintings that we're selling this evening. With Gregoire. Give me a sign. At $21 million. Fair warning, Brooke, and selling it this time. Are we coming in with a bid? Last chance. She's very persuasive. At $21 billion. Thank you. And selling it now with Gregoire. Gregoire, it's your bid. Congratulations. And selling. Last chance for $21 billion. Thank you very much indeed, Paddle 127. Thank you very much, sir. And congratulations. Thank you so much. And we move on to lot number 7. Here it is, the wonderful Picasso still life de nature au panier de fruits et aux fleurs, painted in Paris in 1942. Of course, the wonderful wartime picture painted at the height of the war, and amongst the most striking examples from this very rich period of still life painting that the artist worked, and was exhibited, in fact, in the historic 1944 Salon de la Libération in Paris, the first showcase of Picasso's work which ever was seen since the occupation. Wonderful, wonderful object showing up here, of course. Wonderful scale, great, great colouring, fantastic surface from 1942. And I want to start the bidding here at $7 million, $7 million, $7,500,000, 7.5, $8 million now, $8 million, $8,500,000. Thank you very much indeed. 9 million now, 9 million against. Will you say 5? At $9,500,000. It's bid in the room at $9,500,000 here. At $9,500,000, 10 million is bid now. At $10 million here. On my right with Brooke Lampley at $10 million. Give me another one in the room, Jose. At $10 million here. On this side. At $10 million. Against you here at $10 million. On my right-hand side at $10 million. $10,500,000. It's in a new place. Gregoire's bidder at $10,500,000. Next bid's 11. $11 million. Thank you very... 12? $12 million. Thank you very much indeed. It's your bid, sir, at $12 million. In the room, sir, with you at $12 million. Against you here, and in the, this split, $12,500,000. Say 13, sir. $13 million here. At $13 million now. And against you, Brooke, and against you, Gregoire. And in the room further back here at $13 million. Say 5. Your bid, sir, at $13 million. $13 million 5. Want to try 14, sir? At $13,500,000 here. Brooke's bidder at 13.5. At 13.5 million. You're going to come in further back at 13.5 million. On this side, Gregoire at $13,500,000. Selling it here at 13.5 million. I'll take 8 from you, sir.
Can you take 13,750, please?
I'll take 13,750,000 as well. at 13,750,000. Want to say one more, sir? At $14 million. Thank you. At 14, it's Brooks' bidder at $14 million now. Greg, will you give me 250? Here it is at $14 million on this side with Brooke at $14 million. I can sell it, of course, at this price at $14 million. And against you in the room here still at $14 million. Give me one more, 14. You going on? What do you try? One more at $14 million. 14,250,000. 14,250,000. 14,250. Brooke, are we going to say one more? It's with Gregoire at 14,250,000. It's not yours, sir. Could be the last chance to find a painting like this. At 14,250,000. You let it go? $14,250,000. It's Gregoire's bidder on this side, and against you, Brooke, it's against you further back in the room. Several bidders on this painting and selling this wonderful work. Fair warning now, at $14,250,000. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Panel number 14, congratulations. Thank you, Gregoire, and thank you to our other bidders. Thank you. And we move on, of course, lot number 8 is the Buste d'Homme, another wonderful, remarkable example of Picasso's mature work, executed this time in 1969. The work stuns here with this impressive scale and the energy and invention of this painting, which combines two of the key self-referential figures from this period, the French musketeer and the Spanish matador. Where is it? Just searching for it. There it is, showing on the left-hand side, of course, in all its splendor. Wonderful, wonderful picture. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $4,500,000, $4,500,000, $5 million here at $5 million, $5,500,000, $6 million now, it's $6 million, $6 million, $6,500,000 at $6,500,000, $7 million here. Thank you, Julian. At $7 million, it's your bid here at $7 million. That's $7 million, $8 million in the room now against you at $8 million. Give me 9. At $8 million, there it is, $8 million in the room at $8 million. It's not yours. With the gentleman here at $8 million. Thank you so much, sir, at $8 million. It's not yours further back either at $8 million here. At $8 million, gentleman seated here. Julian, you're going to say one more. At $8 million, say one more, please. At $8 million, gentleman seated here. It's your bid, sir, at $8 million. Here at $8 million. And against you, Julian. I think we're working out some currency exchanges. At $8 million. Is he thinking in Bitcoin at $8 million? There he is. Many of our clients are these days, ladies and gentlemen, at $8 million. At $8 million. Your bid, sir, it's in the room, and against you, Julian, give me a sign of life at $8 million. No? It's in the room again at $8 million. It's against you on this side. Peter, are you bidding? Fair warning now. Thank you, sir. Your persistence is paying off at $8 million, and with great pleasure, sold to you, sir. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Let me see your paddle. We'll get your paddle, sir. Yeah. So if one of the bid spotters could just get the paddle, there it is. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much indeed. And moving on, of course, now we have the other of the still lifes, the Nature of Fleur et au Compotier, another of the artist's famed Paris wartime still lives, with this work painted in 1943. The work was part of the groundbreaking exhibition 1948, organized by the wonderful dealer Samuel Coutts, among the first shows for Picasso in America after the war. Searching for it again. Where is it? This side. Showing on my left again, this side. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $4,500,000, at $4,500,000, $4,800,000, $5 million now, $5 million, $5,200,000, $5,500,000 now, $5,800,000 is bid with Gregoire at $5,800,000 on this side. It's your bid, Gregoire, at $5,800,000, $6 million here. In the room again at $6 million. And against you, Greg, at $6 million. Gentlemen seated again here at $6 million, $6,200,000. Say 5, sir. $6,500,000 is bid. 6.5. At $6,500,000. Your bid, sir. Next bid's going to be 8. At $6,500,000. 6,800,000 is bid, sir. At 6.8. I need 7 from you, please. At $6,800,000. At $6,800,000 on this side, with Gregoire Beer at $6,800,000. Can I persuade you? At 6.8. I'll take 9 from you, sir. I feel like friends now at $6,800,000. I want to help you with the old Picasso collection, sir. At $6,800,000. Still with Gregoire at $6,800,000, $7 million. Thank you, David. It's $7 million now. Against you both, it's $7 million. Thank you, David. It's 7. That's $7 million. Thank you, David, here. That's $7 million against you, Gregoire. It's against you in the room, sir. I'm going to sell it this time. Very last chance. That's $7 million. David Schrader's bidder is $7 million. David, head of our private sales division globally, ladies and gentlemen. If you need help acquiring art, he's the man, privately. That's $7 million. Fair warning, Greg. Give me 2. Sure? At $7 million, it's David's bidder. The hammer is coming up. I'm going to sell it this time. Fair warning now. At $7 million. It's got to happen now, Greg. At $7 million. Sure? Fair warning and selling. Thank you, David. It's yours. Thank you very much indeed. Panel number 34. And ladies and gentlemen, 2 more opportunities to acquire something from this wonderful historic auction. The first being Picasso's Pierrot, a very early and rare large-scale work on paper from 1917, featuring one of the figures of the Commedia dell'arte. The Pierrot highlights how Picasso was particularly captivated by the characters and provided him with a theme that he would continue to return to throughout his long and prolific career. And for changes on this side, shown behind the telephone banks, thank you so much, this wonderful work in excellent, excellent, exquisite condition as well. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $2 million, $2 million, $2,100,000, $2,200,000 out, $2 million, $2,500,000. Thank you, Gregoire, at $2,500,000, and selling here at $2,500,000. With Gregoire Billot at $2,500,000. With you, sir, at $2,500,000. At $2,500,000, $2,600,000 is back with Brooke this time at $2,600,000. And against you, $2,700,000. Thank you, Gregoire, at $2,700,000. I need 8 from you, Brooke, please, at $2,700,000. On this side, $2,800,000 is bid, thank you. At $2,800,000, still with Brooke, $2,900,000. He's going on at $2,900,000. Want a bid? At $2,900,000. At $2,900,000. On this side, give me 3. At $2,900,000. Is that a bid? At $2,900,000. With Gregoire still, $3 million. Thank you, Brooke, at $3 million now. And against you, Greg, at $3 million on this side of the room now, $3 million. At 3 minutes, all on the telephone. It's against you in the room at $3 million here. $3,100,000 I'll take ahead of you. I'm so sorry, David. I took it from Greg first. At $3,100,000. This side. I need 2. At $3,100,000. It's Greg's bidder at 3,100,000. 3,200,000. Thank you, Brooke, at $3,200,000. Now you can have it at $3,300,000. Still with Brooke Lampley at $3,200,000. Yes, $3,300,000. No, it's already $3,300,000 ahead of you here. It's Greg's bid. I'll just let you fight it out between you if you like. At $3,300,000. Over a poker table nearby. At $3,300,000. Still with Gregoire. There it is at $3,300,000. $3,400,000. Thank you. Ladies' choice. It's $3,400,000. No, it's back with Gregoire at $3,300,000. Still with you, Gregoire. At $3,300,000. Against you, David. And so on this side with Gregoire Billot at $3,300,000. I get a sense he wants to go to the casino. He's hungry as well. At $3,300,000. $3,350,000. $3,350,000. At $3,350,000. What have you got there, Greg? You're going to say $3,400,000, please. At $3,350,000 on this side with David still at $3,350,000 and needing one more at $3,350,000. Not yours, Greg. 3,500,000. You heard it there at 3,500,000. 3,500,000. At 3,500,000. It's Gregoire's Billot's bidder. Thank you, Greg. At $3,500,000. 3,500,000. Want to try 6? 50, please. 3,550,000. At 3,550,000. 3,600,000. And against you, David, at 3,600,000. He's thinking about it. 3,650,000 is bid. 3,650,000. It's a wonderful image on our screens here, the pair of you battling it out at Sotheby's at 3,650,000. Here it is, the Sotheby's live stream in Vegas, live for you and selling. He's out on this side with David Schrader at $3,650,000. David, thank you so much. It's yours. 106. And ladies and gentlemen, we do arrive, of course, now, the finale of the sale. This evening's a very special last lot, and of course, this wonderful historic sale. The undeniable masterpiece here, the Femme au béret rouge-orange, an inspired portrait and one of the finest examples of one of Picasso's most famous muses, Marie-Thérèse Walter. A crowning achievement from one of Picasso's most emphatically inspired and productive periods, this portrait from 1938 combines a Marie-Thérèse famed profile with the features of surrealist photographer Dora Maar, who soon became the rival to the younger woman for Picasso's affections. It's a fabulous, fabulous picture. Many of you will be very familiar with it, of course, in the Picasso restaurant, this fantastic object. And I'm looking at it right now. Here it is, the wonderful picture. And I want to start the bidding here at $14 million now. $14 million, $15 million now, $15 million, $16 million, $17 million is bid, $18 million now, $18 million, $19 million now, $19 million. Here at $19 million in the room, $20 million here, 20, it's against you now at 20. At $20 million, it's with Brooke Lampley at $20 million. You're bidding here at $21 million. At $21 million, at a new place on this side at $21 million. And against you now, Brooke, and against you in the room, it's here at $21 million now. At $21 million. It's Elias bidder at $21 million, $22 million. Back with Gregoire Bio at $22 million here. At $22 million. And the lira, it's not yours now at $22 million. Give me three. At $22 million. All you, Brooke, are in the room, sir. At $22 million now. At $23 million, it's bid in the room. It's a new bidder here. Will you say four? At $23 million, thank you, sir. At $23 million now. At $24 million now. $25 million. Thank you, sir. At 25. Alira, it's against you now. $25 million. $26 million. Thank you. $27 million. He's going on at $27 million. Thank you, sir. At $27 million, say 8. $28 million. $29 million now. Give me one more. Say 30. $30 million, sir. $31 million. Thank you, sir. At $31 million. Try one more. $32 million. $32,500,000. $33 million. $33,500,000. $34 million, thank you. $34,500,000. $35 million. At $35 million here. Here it is, Elias Duday's bidder from our Houston office at $35 million on my left-hand side. Say one more, sir. At $35 million. At $35 million. Elias bidder at $35 million on this side on the telephone. It's against you, Gregoire, it's against you here on this side, Brooke. At $35 million. Try one more, sir. Is that your art advisor with you, sir? At $35 million, last chance. I'm going to sell it on this side of the room, sir. Thank you very much indeed for your bidding all night. Thank you. At $35 million. Anybody else? At the end of this fabulous, fabulous auction at the MGM in Bellagio, Sotheby's in Las Vegas, I'm going to sell it on this side for $35 million. Last chance, fair warning, and selling. Alia, it's yours. Sold. Congratulations. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I see your paddle. Can I see your paddle? Number 2. Thank you very much. Paddle number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to a close of the wonderful auction. Oh my goodness. Oh, Brooke, thank you very much indeed.
White glove sale.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you so much. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end, a very poignant end to this extraordinary auction of works by Picasso from the MGM Resorts Fine Art Collection. Thank you so much to all of you who tuned in and were here, of course, in the room as well to join us this evening from around the world for tonight's auction, and especially to all of the bidders who participated this evening, including many of you who are in attendance, of course, right here at the Bellagio. We hope you enjoyed the first foray of ours in taking our signature evening sale on the road, outside of New York this time. A reminder, of course, that our special luxury auction, Icons of Excellence in Haute Luxury, will take place live from the MGM's Aria Resort and Casino, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific Desert Time tomorrow. My fantastic colleague Quig will be taking that sale, of course. And it will star Michael Jordan's earliest known regular season game-worn Nike Airstrips, which could become the most valuable sneakers ever sold at auction, an exciting moment you will not want to miss tomorrow. And also an offer tomorrow, this magnificent example of Audemars Piguet's famous Royal Oak. I've been modeling it for you for your benefit this evening. They're going to take it away from me, unfortunately. I'm not going to be trusted with it. And we invite you to attend if you're here in Las Vegas in the area. Or as always, you can view the auction live stream at SOTHEBY'S.com and bid from wherever you are in the world. And please join us again for our next series of live stream evening sales, which will be in New York, of course, with the extraordinary Maclo collection on November the 15th, in what will be a landmark moment, we feel, for the market as a whole. We thank you very much indeed for joining us here live from Las Vegas. We wish you a fantastic evening, morning and day, wherever you may be. Please join us again very shortly. Good night.